show, so let's get right into it.
I know the power of a wicked woman. There's a woman who got a guy killed. She called the police on him. Do you have that story?
Which one?
There's a
The
girl.
rapper? You talking about, what's his name? Yeah.
I don't know if he's a rapper.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he's a rapper.
Yeah, he was.
I'm gonna let you gonna talk about that right now?
It was last week, and we didn't get to that, but.
The girl called the cops and lied and said that he was beating up a girl and dragging her back in the apartment.
That crazy bitch out there again.
Oh, wow. And it wasn't even happening. That wasn't. Then the cop got the cops to go to the house.
She fired the cops up against the brother. And the police know when you are black, chances are you're not represented. So the cops can do a lot of things and get away with it because they know you're not represented. If they know the address they're going to, it's probably not represented.
Right.
We can pull this off. We don't have to do this by procedure. We can wing it and do it how we want to do it. Yeah, the girl, she in jail now, I heard.
Oh, good.
They're charging her with something because she straight up sent the police off. I heard what she was saying to the police, and the 911 operator, I think the 911 operator should have said, the questions I asked her about the woman being beat up, she did not describe it. Because she did not describe what was happening really. She just said something was happening, and then like the operator would be like, so you see this woman bloody? The Glare girl was like, well, they dragged her in the house.
Oh, wow.
I would have caught on. I'd be like, wait. With
the murder.
So
they're doing this, they have drugs, they have that, whatever.
Charged with the murder?
I don't know what she gonna get charged with.
It took him a while because it took him a while because his folks and people that knew her recognized her voice when the news people said, hey, you know, like this was the person who did it, because they weren't saying who actually called it in until somebody recognized her voice.
She kept saying she the neighborhood watch.
What?
So can you imagine the danger you're in as a black man when some woman act like you did something to her? That stupid heifer was in court, and when he hit me, my neck. Went back. She tried to fake a cry, but it wouldn't come out.
Wow.
I was like, look at this fake ass bitch.
Raggedy bitch.
Did her goof ass boyfriend, and she fell into the door. Now I believe he saw the tape. That girl didn't fall at all. Like I said, I muffed her. The judge heard me say that. She played that like. That judge was like, get your dope fiend ass out of here.
Well, the judge at least took some time to see some stuff, because anybody can tell when she, after the fact, I didn't even see it, but you told me that she, or somebody else told me that she went on her Instagram, is that correct? Or she went on social media and said.
She was so stupid talking about the fans of Corey Holcomb had her stressed out where I lost weight. Then we played the thing in court where it wasn't even an hour later, she was on there, yeah, Corey Holcomb just hit me.
Like, oh, yeah, you ain't heard.
Where did he hit you at? It ain't no
Blood on the blood. Huh?
right. She was like, they was like, he's like, did you do this at the hospital? She said, no. This girl lied all the way through court.
Remember that?
And let me tell you what else they do. Let me tell you what else women do.
A lying girl.
Well, you really need to be careful. They always bring up a gun.
Oh
yeah,
God.
see that? Oh, that was it.
She said he put the gun down on his pocket right there. Who you know got a gun in their pocket? That's not a place you keep a gun. In your pocket? What kind of snub nose you got?
She might have been giving you a compliment right there, Corey.
No, she wasn't giving me no compliments. She was trying to set it up. She was trying to set it up while I got jammed up. Oh, there go the girl with the makeup on and without the makeup.
Wow.
Damn!
That's why I be telling y'all when y'all be saying these girls is bad bees. I'm like, no, that makeup never fooled me.
They make you
Like
take it all
Carrie
off. When you get
Kittles.
It's the same picture to me.
That's Carrie Kittles. Look. Yeah, that's a
shame on
cold situation.
And you know what she said after she
You guys don't know the rest of the story. You talking about when
she started playing victim.
Yeah, she went online and tried.
She started playing victim, like they always do. Play victim. She said she's the victim of beating. But what that got to do with you calling the police lying, talking about some people dragging a woman in the house?
If you attack a man as a woman and he defends himself, you're not getting beat. A man is allowed to defend himself from anybody.
He ain't lying.
What, male, female.
Do you know it's a lot of people don't know that?
Yeah,
I said that
Yeah.
before. Because that judge, in my case, I mean, I can't say what the judge is thinking, but I'm very impressed with the judge because the judge did not get emotional on nothing.
See?
Except
There you
one
go.
thing.
She was
Like, because there were women calling up to the courthouse. You know, it wasn't the only case. And this girl was very disrespectful to the judge, and she was like, please do not disrespect the court. And whoop-de-whoop, the judge was able to keep her composure. Do you know the only time I saw that judge come out of character all day? I swear to God, this is a fact. That judge came out of character all day when the broad who accused me of all this was saying what she was saying. You know what the judge said? Was this before or after you told him you can't wipe your ass with your broke wrist?
Oh.
Right.
That's what the judge said to her. That girl was looking so stupid, she didn't know what to say. I was sitting up there like,
Yeah, because she can't talk to the judge on any kind of way.
them judges know them girls be putting a lot on it now. They see that, dog. In court, almost every woman in court was playing victim. They've done nothing.
Unbelievable.
Nothing. I walked up to her, started calling her bitch. Girl, I'm a motherfucking boss.
Witch,
I don't even
witch.
notice you, you bum ass. Anyway,
Scallywag.
all them girls in court, it was just one girl, she flat out said, I don't want to go back to prison.
Nigga, take me to jail. Take me to jail.
And she was about 5'6", about 7 months
She's been there
pregnant.
before. Oh my God.
I was like, man, some wild, man, listen, man. When you,
I love
pregnant
the
is
court shows. Though.
crazy.
It is crazy, isn't it? They take it right away from you.
oh yeah.
Now, Lil Scooter passed away in Atlanta. He was 39 years old. Oh my God. 4 kids, and this happened last month. Now, the thing about Lil Scooter's situation that's a trip was everything about that was a lie. He didn't do anything wrong. And him trying to flee or get out of that situation, like, you know, how people call the police and you like, I'm about to bust up, I'm about to get away from here, the police on the way. I think he cut his thigh on something and bled out. I believe that's how that situation went down. And that's why that young lady is being charged. Because for one, you filed a false police report amongst other things, lying to the police. See, this is my thing with using 911 white, calling the police on these brothers to be your enforcement and to weaponize the police. Like he said, classic story. I think it happened with LaTruth. The young lady, Brianna, I think is her name, called the police and said he had a gun. He filming, we clearly see he don't have no gun. Same thing with this situation here. When these men don't do what these women want them to do, or these women get in their feelings, they go crazy and think about the consequences after the fact, but they don't think about the ramifications of calling the police on someone. I'm sure she didn't think he was gonna die. Maybe her plan was for the police to execute him, who knows? But that brother cutting his thigh, he probably hit an artery or something and bleeding out like that. Now you're being charged. The Bible say what's done in the dark comes to light. You can't be out here moving evil towards, because y'all got to remember something. When y'all want to go back and forth with these gender wars, you have to remember God made man and woman. We are a unit. We are two that becomes one flesh. So y'all got to remember that when y'all want to be so evil towards these men, y'all want to use the white man to be your judge, jury, and executioner. You want to forget that you came from a black man, probably have given birth to one, because you have so much hatred for these men. And it works the other way around too, but that ain't what we talking about today. Today we talking about evil women who lying on men and calling the police, the justice system. In Corey's case, this woman he done had multiple encounters with, with his comedy ventures, who he's going back and forth to court for. So Corey can basically relate to this situation. And I think we all can, even woman to woman, having a woman lie or make up something. But it's worse. That evilness towards that man is even worse because women feel like they're better than men. A lot of black men are beneath them and they want to punish them. But physically, we don't match their strength. So they use, brothers, family members, the police to try to be their muscle, so to speak. I can't stand fake tears. I can't stand people being moved by someone crying because in my experience, usually the one who's crying is the instigator, the agitator, the one who's trying to gain sympathy, want people to feel bad for her because she's the puppet master behind that. So women crying and tears do not move me. Just like little kids, if you have children or younger siblings or whatever and they cry, and your mom used to be like, them tears don't move me, because we all know that's a shaming or guilt tactic. Men absolutely should be able to defend themselves. I don't know why this is even a conversation, even if it comes to men. We've had conversations about people defending themselves against children. If it's a mob of kids throwing rocks or, trying to damage your car, are you supposed to just let it go down because they're children? I think in America, though, you got to be recording. You got to have your proof in America because a lot of times they're going to believe the woman until, again, her hand is shown, what she's doing, her true Jezebel come out. Then people will see like, okay, but initially, black people in general, but especially black men, are guilty until proven innocent. But absolutely, men, if you don't defend yourself, you're going to be deleted. How could you just go around? I tell my sons this: don't hit no woman, but also you can't be no woman's punching bag. So you better find the middle ground when it comes to that. But you don't just let nobody sit up and beat on you. It's a lot of dangerous women out here lying to the police, calling 911, saying somebody's committing DV against you, and they ain't even touched you, and they just trying to leave and get away from you, and they ended up being unalived by like what we would call back in the day a freak accident. And you tried to, I guess, get away with it, and Dee said that, people recognize her voice, and that's how she got caught up. So I'm glad you are caught up, because that blood is on your hands. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about people trying to weaponize the police, trying to lie on men just because they can't manipulate them and manipulate the situation and get a man to do what they want them to do. Y'all leave me a comment. Let me know how y'all feel about this one. Rest in peace to little Scooter. Remember, this man has 4 children, and he died at 39 years old behind a wicked, evil woman. Let me know what y'all think. Till the next time, I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace out.